welcome to Amrita by the Book. My name is Amrita. This is my Booktube, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. This is the 1 year anniversary celebration video for my channel. So what happened was, a year ago, or a little more than a year ago actually by the time this video comes out, when we had that first wave of COVID lockdowns, I was kind of going out of my mind because I'm not a particularly, I wouldn't describe myself as an extrovert, but I am a social person and I like to travel, I like to go out, I like to spend time with my friends, and all of a sudden my entire universe had shrunk down to this one room in my parents' apartment, and I didn't know when that would change. So I needed a project to just get out of my head, and I decided that I would do like 12 videos. It would just be about like my favorite series maybe, and I would share that with my friends, and that would be it. And I'd had this idea for a booktube long before there was even a booktube, and I'd never actually gotten around to doing it. And now I thought, you know what? I know I can do this. I have all the equipment I need. And I can, do something that feels creative and will force me to think about something other than how miserable I was. And that one really quick decision has really, in a great many ways, really changed my life, because I have done things that I didn't know that I would be able to sustain for this long a period. So I'm actually going to take a minute out and give myself a pat on the back, because this is a major commitment. And also, one of the great side effects of my making this channel is the fact that I have been able to meet so many great people. I've said this before, but it really reminds me of that time like 15, 20 years ago when everybody had just discovered blogging. And I made so many good friends at that time who remain my really good friends to this day. And coming on YouTube and finding my cohort, my pandemic cohort is what I think of them in my head, that has been wonderful. And I thought, as a way to just express my gratitude, to show you the kind of people that I've been spending my time with and the wonderful work that they do on their own channels, one of the things that I wanted to do, actually the original idea, was to do a live, and it was going to be a really ambitious live. I was going to send like a general invite out, and I was just going to host something for maybe a couple of hours, and people could join from wherever they were in the world according to their time. And I was going to do like the Colbert questionnaire, because I love questionnaires. I love book tags, I love questionnaires. I just like interviews in general. And I was just going to go through that with them. And I was also going to answer people's questions in the live. And then what happened was, in April, I had a medical emergency, and that's going to continue for the rest of this year actually. But that really messed me up, and I realized that I really didn't have the mental energy or the capacity to pull off something that required that amount of logistics. So I had to really scale things down, which is not my favorite thing to do, but c'est la vie, and etc, etc. And I thought, a good way to do this would be maybe to do my own little question answer session with a few of my friends. This is not everybody, and I apologize if I didn't get around to you, but this really happened over the course of like a week. And it was really short notice, and I didn't even have like a proper list of people that I wanted to ask. It was just people that I'd been talking to that particular week, and I was like, oh yeah, like I want these people on. So this isn't a complete list of people that I follow. Obviously there are like tons more people that I follow over here on YouTube, and not everybody was able to get back to me, because even the people that I texted, because it was such short notice, not everybody could get back to me. But these are a few people who were able to adjust their schedule, and I'm so thankful that they were able to do this. And I sent them like just a couple of questions, you know, like it wasn't a proper questionnaire. I actually thought about sending them the Colbert questionnaire, but I was like, that's a little too much. And this video would probably have gone on for like a couple of hours at least if I'd done that. So I thought that this would be a good compromise, and I asked them a couple of questions that I myself will answer at the end of this video. But before we get to that, I would like to introduce you to some of my friends here on Booktube and their wonderful channels.
Hello, my name is Lana from the channel Lana X Libris. If you don't know my channel, I do a lot of vlogs and tag videos, and I also sing in some of my videos. I like to do covers, and I read a lot of mysteries, be it historical fiction mysteries, thriller mysteries, murder mysteries. I like a mystery. I also read fantasy and romance. I'm not very into science fiction, so that's probably something I can tell you that I don't read. I hope you check out my channel. So for the questions that Amrita asked me, the best snack is popcorn. I like salty things over sweet things, and not the regular movie theater flavored popcorn, but something bougie, like popcorn with olive oil or even avocado oil. Something like a bougie popcorn is my favorite snack. I think the best book is the one that you go to when you can't sleep at night and you're feeling anxious and you have 5,000 thoughts happening at the same time, and that, you know, character or that scene or that atmosphere, whatever you choose from a book that you settle on, that you focus on, that helps you, well, I'm talking about myself here, that helps come down and feel comforted by and helps me fall asleep. I really like those books, and they're not always, you know, a favorite book or a book I gave 5 stars, but it's something that I really hold on to in my life for those moments when I need comfort. And the best thing, of course, is like a good solid nap in the middle of the day. Thank you, Amrita, for doing this.
Hey y'all, my name is Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today, and my booktube is Nerdy Nat Reads. I read mostly YA fantasy, thrillers, and romances, but in reality I do tend to hit every single genre, just maybe not every month. Given the fact that all of the wonderful bookish friends I have made on Booktube is my favorite part of being in this community, I had to partake in this video idea that Amrita came up with. She gave us 3 questions to go over, and first up is the best snack. For me, I usually am more of a salty snacker rather than a sweet snacker. My go-to, if I could ensure I was the only one eating them in my house, it would be guacamole Takis. Those things are addictive. They are so good. You can never just eat one. However, I definitely would never ever turn down chips and queso either. Being completely honest, you could probably get me to hop in a really sketchy van with queso. The next question is one I think is completely unfair, and that is, what is your favorite book? I don't like this question, but with that, I guess the easiest answer I have is Alice in Wonderland. It is a childhood favorite of mine, and it just brings back so much nostalgia and whimsy. I really think reading that book as an adult now just helps me remember the crazy imagination I had when I was younger. It really stretches your mind and makes you work to figure out the story, but I love that about it. It just makes me think of the lengths that our brains can go to in order to be creative, and I think it's so impressive that people can do that and that somebody came up with this weird, wacky, and magical world. The final question is, what is the best thing? And I feel like I'm a terrible booktuber if I don't say books. But I suppose what with being an extrovert and having already mentioned that I love the community on Booktube, I must also say having people to talk about said books with. That's also totally lovely. Thank you so much to the terrific Amrita for setting this up, but I have no idea how to close out this clip, so we're just gonna go with finger guns.
Hello, I am Jeremy Fee, and this is Amrita's Booktube, where I'm honored to be featured. I make my own Booktube videos. I'm a reader, a writer, and a teacher, and someday, when my books are published, I hope that you will read them and enjoy them. What are they going to be about? When will they be released? Who knows? Sometime in the future. But Amrita asked me to answer some questions, so here we go. My favorite book, the best book of all time, I think, is The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas. It's a classic. It's an adventure story. It's got heroes and romance, and really, I think you can't get anything better than that. Everyone should love that book. My favorite snack is the cookie cake. I get it for my birthday every year, and occasionally another special occasion. So I eat it a couple times a year. You need to get it from one of the great companies and get it fresh. It will taste amazing, I promise you. Cookie cakes are where it's at. The favorite thing of mine, the best thing, is Lego. Lego sets, Lego blocks are amazing. It's creativity, not just for children. They make sets for adults as well. You can check out their stuff online. I think it's great for creativity. But that's all the time that I have. So it's time to say goodbye. I appreciate very much being featured here. Amrita is awesome. I have loved getting to know her, and I think her videos are very entertaining. I laugh a lot. So I'm glad that we can be friends, and I think the Booktube is awesome.
Hello everyone, I'm Shannon, and my channel name is Shannon in a Book. I started my channel last year after discovering reading again during lockdown, so I just kind of wanted a space to record my journey with that. I mostly talk about science fiction, fantasy, and LGBT books on my channel, and I also occasionally make videos about Star Trek, because that's my other passion. Now, my favourite snack is definitely chocolate. You can't convince me that there's a better snack out there. My favourite one would probably be Dime Bars, which are like a hard caramel covered in milk chocolate. Yeah, it's fantastic. The best book is probably anything science fiction, but with also the found family trope, because that's my favourite trope. Something like maybe the Wayfarer series by Becky Chambers. That's one of my favourite series. And then the best thing I would probably say is reading when there's a storm outside and you're under a warm blanket and you've got a hot cup of hot chocolate with you. That combination of things is perfection. So yeah, I'd say that's the best thing. And thank you so much, Amrita, for the shout out. I really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you.
Namaste guys, my name is Divya and my channel's name is Celebrity Read Search. First of all, congratulations Amrita for completing a year on Booktube. Also, I would like to thank Amrita for having me and actually thinking of me for this collab video, which is title is Booktube Birdies. I feel really honored to be in this video. So she asked me three questions that I would need to answer. So the first question is my favorite snack. So I don't know if this comes under the snack or not, but I absolutely love Maggi. Maggi are like Indian noodles, just like ramen in Korea. It's like Indian noodle. I really love eating noodles, so anything that is noodles, that's my favorite snack. Now the second question she asked me is what is my favorite book. So it's really hard for me to answer this, as I really don't exactly have a favorite book, as I really like many books, but this is one of the books that I recommend to everyone, and that is Unknown by Bhavani Iyer. This book talks about writing and especially talks about India, Kolkata specifically in 90s time, and absolutely love the writing style. It has a really good lyrical writing style, and just descriptions and everything is just so beautiful in this book. Now the last question, the third question she asked me is the best thing. So I really don't know the answer to this exactly, but the first thing that came to my mind is family. So that's my answer for this. So I hope my answers were somewhat considerable or somewhat understandable. So yeah, and once again Amrita, congratulations on completing a year on Booktube.
Hello, my name is Bethann Bruniga Sokolar. Happy Booktube birthday, Amrita! Very exciting. So I have a Booktube channel under my own name, Beth Ann Bruninga Sokolar, and I do all the typical booktube things. I like to review books, so I maybe have a few more of those standalone reviews than other channels, and I read absolutely everything. So I think recently it feels like I've been reading a lot of romance, YA. I've been doing some classics. I do read a fair amount of nonfiction in the history, politics, science realms, some general fiction. So a little bit of everything. And I also do tag videos, things like that. So pretty standard booktube channel. Then let's see. Amrita has some prompts. So the best snack is, for me, it would be things that are savory. So salty, crunchy, cheesy. Things like Doritos and Cheez-Its are awesome for me. The best book is something that just totally sucks me in and I can't put down, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. There's a number of reasons why something could totally suck me in. Romance does it a lot, but it could equally as well be a nonfiction that's just really compellingly written and easy to digest. The best thing is a summer evening in the backyard, cold beer in my hand, maybe having gone on a hike earlier in the day, so your body's feeling that little bit of tiredness. I think that is the best thing. Okay, I think that does it for my little intro. Again, happy BookTube birthday, Amrita. Can't wait to see what your channel does this year.
Hello, BookTube.
Hi.
I'm Scott.
I'm Nell.
We are Gunpowder Fiction and Plot. Alright, let's get into these questions that we've been sent. What is your favourite snack?
The best snack is scones. I've been recently reminded.
Yeah, that is the correct answer for you.
What do you think the best snack is?
I think the best snack is when you go into the snack shop and you can't, like, you've never seen this thing before and it's got like the most ridiculous flavour combination and like preferably something you've never eaten before, like soursop, breadfruit, wasabi and chili, and then you add condiments to it, like with like creamy garlic chili, mayo.
So weird shit. You think the best snack is weird shit?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. As someone who's watched you stand with a spoon in the pantry in the condiment section, I second the you like condiments vote.
Yeah, like gherkin juice. Yeah.
The best book is?
The best book is anything that tortures the main character and makes him feel so sad and just does horribly mean things to them. They're good books.
I like that you've answered that without answering it. I think this is a very hard question. I'm just going to say Freshwater because it's the first really fucking good book that comes to my brain.
The best thing is?
I think it's rude to call your dog a thing.
Yeah, so I'm going to say you. It's a compliment.
I mean, is it? If we're talking a non-sentient thing, I really like the business that we have together. I think that's a good thing. And if it is a sentient thing, then I guess it's you. I guess.
I can't believe you called me a thing. Bye, Amrita Tube.
Hi everyone, my name is Kim and I'm from Bookmarks and Breadsticks. The best snack? Homemade Rice Krispie treats. Hands down. No contest. The best book? This is an unfair question. I've read way too many books just to pick one, but if I had to, Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain. And the best thing is having this bookish community and having friends and family that love that I'm a book nerd.
Hello, I'm Sunny. I'm from Norway and I've been on BookTube for about 10 months now, and Amrita was actually one of the very first people who started to comment on my videos and just made me feel very welcome in the bookish community, so I really appreciated that. So I read a lot of different things, and my channel definitely reflects that. Fantasy, sci-fi, mysteries, contemporary, some non-fiction, historical fiction thrown in there. And then of course male romance, which is probably what I read the most these days. I read a lot of queer books in general, but romance in particular. So onto some questions. The best snack is definitely most things chocolate, I want to say. I'm not a huge fan of dark chocolate, but aside from that, love chocolate. The best book is, well, I always struggle to pick favorites, but one of the best books, in my opinion, is definitely Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Just talking about this book now makes me want to reread it, so yeah. And the best thing is, well, one of the best things I know is when I'm reading a book and I'm realizing that this book is going to be one of my favorite books. So just reading a book like that, yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite things. So that's it for me. Thank you to Amrita for inviting me to join in on this video, and happy Booktube anniversary.
Hi, I'm Katie from the channel Katie Reads and Rants. I read a rather eclectic mix of genres in both fiction and non-fiction. So you can get a sense of what I read. Here are a few of the books that I am currently reading. I'm here today to talk about a few bests. So the best snack is Honey Nut Cheerios. I don't even eat these with milk. I just eat them dry, straight out the box. They're my favorite sweet snack. The best book for me changes on like a monthly basis, but for today's purposes we're going to go with Dawn by Octavia E. Butler. This is the first book in her Xenogenesis trilogy, and I adored it so much I pretty much read it in one sitting. Octavia E. Butler is a genius. The best thing is reading. Am I allowed to say anything else when I'm on a Booktube channel?
Hi everyone, it's Katya. And I usually don't snack, and if I do decide to snack, I try to be healthy and have an apple. But if I've skipped a meal, then the very best snack is noodles. Here. Oh, have you guys tried these? These are really good. They're like chocolate spread in between crispy wafer. They're only like 130 calories for this little square. Very healthy for you because it's got hazelnuts. The best book in my books is a book that's got a really strong opening, compelling characters, with dialogue that makes me think. This is the sort of, conversation that I would have with a friend. Or I'm thinking, why don't I have conversations like this, They have got a plot that keeps me hooked from the start right through to the finish. And it doesn't have loads and loads of holes in the story. Yeah, my best book is a book that just keeps me hooked and really pulls me into the world.
The best thing is when I feel appreciative of things around me. The best thing is yet to come, but sometimes the best thing is being able to get a comb or brush through my hair. Happy 1 year on Booktube, Amrita.
Hi, I'm Rosie, and the best way I can describe my Booktube channel is that it's like the weather. If you don't like what I'm reading, wait 15 minutes and I'll probably be reading something else. I love nonfiction and fiction. I read all sorts of different genres within both of those. I don't even know how to describe most of what I read because I just like what I like. So come on over and see if that's what you like as well. The best snack is the Covered Bridge Storm Chips. I'm really sorry to everyone not in I think the eastern half of Canada because these are amazing. One bag of chips with 4 different flavors. They are so delicious and I kind of want to go to the grocery store and buy some now. The best book is, well, first, an impossible question to answer. But if I have to choose one, I'm going to say whatever Terry Pratchett book I have read most recently. I know that's cheating and that's not actually one book, but seriously, I love his writing, and fun fact, I saw Amrita's channel posted on like a Goodreads group back like early last July. When I first started my channel, the first video I saw was her talking about Discworld, and I was immediately like, yes, we're going to be friends. And that was right, so you can't go wrong with people who like Discworld. What is the best thing? Well, there are many things that are amazing, but in a bookish context, my best thing is when you find the perfect ambiance video to go with the book you're reading. Once I read a book set in ancient Egypt and like found like By the Nile's Night Sounds ambiance playlist, and it was incredible! Congratulations on 1 year on Booktube, Amrita. So glad you're here, and I can't wait to see what you do in the next year.
Hi everyone over at Amrita by the Book. Thank you for inviting me on for this video. And of course, congratulations, stick around for 1 year. I can't tell if I'm gonna accomplish that yet or not. But anyway, thank you for having me and to answer these 3 questions. Though I'm not too sure if I'll have great answers for them, I'll certainly try. So question 1 is what is your favorite snack? Just whatever's still edible in the cupboards. A lot of canned fruit. Yeah, canned fruit's pretty good. All right, question 3 is what is your favorite book? The Shorter Routledge Encyclopedia of Philosophy. It's probably helped me out more than any other book. That's the shorter version? Yeah, actually the longer version's just Immanuel Kant's bibliography. All right, question 3. What is your favorite thing? All right. This one from what's your favorite thing in the cupboard to what's your favorite thing on a shelf to just what's your favorite thing just in the universe. I have no idea. Probably, I guess, memories? Not that I have really great memories, but knowing that time is over is kind of nice. But as Rosie would say, if that doesn't lighten up the mood, I don't know what will. Well, I guess that answers those questions. But for real, congratulations, Amrita, on making it through your first year. It's been really great to see your channel grow. And yeah, I know I always look forward to seeing your content, so congratulations, Amrita. A year on Booktube feels like forever. No, we won't be doing that.
So those were a few of my friends who came out to play, and I just want to thank everyone who contributed, and I had so much fun editing this time because you guys are crazy and it was hilarious. And I hope those of you who are watching, if you don't know them already, I hope you understand why I think they're so great and why I enjoy their channel so much. And to answer the 3 questions that I sent out, the best snack is plantain chips. Unripe plantain chips, sliced really thin, deep fried in coconut oil, salted, cooled down a bit, and then freshly packed and then brought home. And when you bite into them, they still retain a bit of the heat from the oil, and it is delicious. It is my #1 gift to all my friends anytime that I've been home and I go back. And it's like I've just introduced all my friends to crack, like the way that people meet me the next day. Like every time I give it to my friends, they're just like, really? This is what you got me from India? Like land of plenty? And then they will try it, and then the next day they'll be like, I just ate half a kilo of plantain chips in one sitting. I couldn't stop. And I'm like, yes, that is why plantain chips are amazing. As for the best book, and this is really my fault, I should have made it more clear in the instructions that I sent out, but it was more of a philosophical question rather than asking for like that one book that's your favorite. So my apologies to Nat in particular, who I think was about 30 seconds away from like bashing my face in. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. So the best book I would say is anything that sparks joy. It could be a book that you're currently reading, it could be a book that you read, you know, when you were little, it could be something that your parents read to you when you were little, but it could be something that makes you want to be a better person. Who knows, you know? It's a very flexible concept, but yeah, there are a lot of best books out in the world. And lastly, what's the best thing? The best thing is coming back home. You know, like when you've been away for a while and you've had a chance to miss it, and then you walk in that door and you know everything. You know where the snacks are, you know where the people who love you are, you know the best spot to get a bit of morning light, you know the best spot to get a bit of cool air in the summer, you know that spot that creaks when you walk on it, you know, like that's the best feeling, and that is the best. Thank you all for sticking with me over the past year. It's been a real journey. I couldn't have done it without you guys. You all enliven and enrich my life in so many ways that you're not even aware of. And I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, my name is Amrita, and this is Amrita by the Book. For more videos, please hit the subscribe button.